Hey there, Oz.
Hey, Curtis.
Hey, what movie we watching this week?
This week I have a music marriage
Ooh.
of Dude Looks Like a Lady,
Okay.
plus Candle in the Wind,
Yeah.
plus Michael Jackson's The Girl Is Mine.
Okay.
All totaled up to be Some Like It Hot by Power Station.
Love it.
This week we're watching Some Like It Hot by Billy Wilder.
Power Station.
Power Station. I just got that, and it wasn't even because they're musicians in the film. I was watching it and I was just like, once the movie got going, Some Like It Hot by Power Station got in my head. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm going to work that into my movie marriage. And
I love it.
You know what? I'm going to make this a music marriage this week.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was fun. It was a fun one. So,
yeah.
Welcome back, listeners and viewers, to another week of Let's Talk About Flicks, the podcast where we take a monthly theme. We're still in Patreon Choice
We are.
I'm one of your hosts, Oz.
I'm the other host, Curtis.
And before we get too far, we want to give a shout out to those amazing Patreon subscribers we have.
Mm-hmm.
Don S., Aaron A., Mandy K., Melissa L., Colin K., Lyle M. Thank you one and all for your patronage.
Thank you.
And this week, even though she's not joining us, we are here representing Aaron A.'s pick of Some Like It Hot.
Yeah, last year she brought us Melissa McCarthy's Spy.
Yeah. And it was a good time.
It was. That was a fun movie. I had not seen that before. And that was fun. And we got another comedy on our hands.
Yes, we do.
Some Like It Hot. One consistently rated to be one of the best all-time comedies.
Yeah.
When you look at lists and such.
Yeah, IMDb's got like 183 or something like that. But that's all subjective because there's some movies on the IMDb list that are very high or even on there, and it includes international films, and I have no problem with that. Like, Bollywood movies, whatever, it's perfectly fine. But some of them are like, really, really,
Godfather, really,
yeah. But it's like I feel like it's been like forever that it's all like Shawshank Redemption, always number one.
Yeah.
So
I don't think anything will ever dethrone Shawshank Redemption.
And it's a great film. Don't get me wrong, but
I don't know if it's the greatest film.
The greatest film ever made. So
I mean, that's clearly Son-in-Law.
clearly chairman of the board.
chairman of the board.
I love that Conan.
Norm Macdonald and Courtney Thorne Smith.
I feel so bad for her in that, but she's a team player. So
yeah.
Oh, so Some Like It Hot.
Yeah, 1959. Some Like It Hot. Yeah, as we were talking pre-show, what a tight film. Just there's no wasted motion at all.
No, and there are some. It's a movie, so there are some convencences taken,
of course,
to get the plot from A to B to C to D. But
overall, it's still in that screwball comedy.
Yeah, very much.
It has a lot of that in it, which always has conveniences in it.
Yes, it has to, and so. But some of those conveniences are in this one. I felt were kind of nice to bring back around because the acting power of our leads, had moved it to a point where you didn't care about the circumstances, of why they are where they are and pretending to be who they are. Like when that rolled back around near the end, I was like, oh yeah, okay. So it was nice to have some of those conveniences come up because you had to tie something together somehow.
Yeah.
So Some Like It Hot. Who's in this movie?
Yeah, you got the lead this week. I got the cast. A fairly large cast. I'll mention 8 or 9 people here.
Okay.
We've got our 2 leads. We've got Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon as Tony Curtis as Joe/Josephine/ Shell Oil Jr.
Yeah, playing
not three different, but 3 personas, but not 3 different literal people. Joe is the actual character. He's a saxophone player. Works the jazz band circuit. Contracts with different bands. Takes on the Josephine persona to escape some trouble, and then takes on Shell Oil Jr. to nuzzle up to Marilyn Monroe a little later.
Can't say I blame him.
Yep. Then we got Jack Lemmon as Jerry/Daphne, with Jerry being the real person there. Jerry also is a band performer. He plays the old stand-up bass.
Yep.
Takes on the role of Daphne to elude trouble as well. Then we got Marilyn Monroe, the infamous Marilyn Monroe, who apparently, again, as we were talking pre-show, gave director Billy Wilder some fits.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
And, well,
yeah.
Some fits, yes.
Yeah, we'll work the other thing in later.
Yeah.
As Sugar Kane Kowalczyk, a ukulele player and a singer. I was reading in the IMDb trivia that, and again, this is an urban myth, so that when I can't claim any validity to this, but there's an urban legend that for this movie they chose the ukulele as the instrument for her to make her chest look larger.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we see her play ukulele like once.
Yeah.
So.
But it's like, that's the urban myth is that, we take a woman who was already endowed and give
voluptuous.
Her this, give her this tiny instrument that she holds around chest level to make said chest look larger.
Yeah. And which means the 50s were also disgusting, just as the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and
the 10s and the 20s and
men making film equals you're going to have disgusting choices.
Yep,
that's subjecting women.
Uh-huh. So those are the three leads. We do have some fun supporting characters as well.
We do.
We have Joe E. Brown as Osgood Fielding the Third. He's a millionaire, owns a yacht. Was it like married 8 times or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yes. Who takes a liking to one of the characters a little later out of the film. We have George Raft as Spats Colombo, mobster from Chicago.
Yeah, it's a fun mobster name, Spats Colombo.
Spats. We have his nemesis, Pat O'Brien as Agent Mulligan. You're a copper from Chicago who's on the case, chasing Spats in Carmen Sandiego, I think,
exactly.
as well.
Yeah, he's got no jurisdiction.
Nope, he can go anywhere he wants. Anywhere. He's
the only cop.
Yeah, it's like in oh god, what was that crazy animated movie we watched? Tintin.
Oh yeah,
those British cops just go anywhere they want,
just anywhere you want to,
different continents. Yeah. We've got Nehemiah Persoff of the famous Nehemiahs as Little Bonaparte, a mobster who leads the Friends of Italian Opera Society, aka a front for the mob. Then we got Joan Shawley as Sweet Sue, the band leader, and Dave Barry as Mr. Beanstalk.
Yes, he just has his name screamed.
Yeah, the band manager for Sweet Sue and her society syncopators. Or syncopators, whatever. Yeah. Choose your pronunciation. Yeah, we'll stop there.
Okay. Yeah, again, everybody else is just, there's bits, but there's... in a scene or two. Kind of
Dolores, the trombone player.
Yeah.
Johnny Paradise, the gangster who kills Spats.
Yeah. Edward G. Robinson played that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, again, fun cast, high energy, and that's what a Billy Wilder movie is, really.
Yeah.
Because let's not dismiss that this is Billy Wilder, who is one of Hollywood's, esteemed directors and film creators. Mm-hmm. Not only of the time, but of all time. He would have been, and today he would have, and not for film making, quality, we're not putting like apples to apples here, but he would have been in the vein of like a, Christopher Nolan or, a Coen brother or a Tarantino.
Spielberg.
Spielberg of just, you're going to get quality out of him. And there's people that just, I'll do anything to work with him.
Yeah. I was reading in the trivia also that they did an early screening for the movie and it didn't go well. And so the producers came to him and were like, well, what should we cut? What should we change? And he's like, nothing.
Yeah.
This is a great movie.
Yeah.
We're not cutting anything.
Maybe we just showed it to the wrong people.
Yeah. And they didn't change anything and it went on to be this huge hit.
Yeah. That's like a Spielberg level of I'll work with the studios, but really you're doing what I want you to do.
Yeah. This is Steve Spielberg you're talking to here.
The Steve.
The Steve.
Yeah.
That's how he's known in his circle of friends, is the Steve.
Yeah. He requires everyone to call him Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
So including his wife.
Yeah.
And children.
Yeah, they're all, it's Steven Spielberg.
Dad, excuse me?
It's go to your room.
Steven Spielberg?
Steven Spielberg.
Can I have some more cereal? So, all right, this movie is a little bit all over the place, but in a good way, because again, like I mentioned, it's high energy. Movie kicks off in Prohibition Chicago. We've got Joe, and we've got I forgot his name because he's been Daphne the whole movie. Jerry. Mm-hmm. We got Joe and Jerry. They, like you said, it's kind of down on their luck. Musicians.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Yep, they hop band to band, and they terrible financial ability is anytime they get a paycheck, even though they know they've got debts to pay, they go and have a good time because they don't get those options. They work. Go ahead.
I was just saying gig to gig. That's how they live. Gig.
And they currently are working in a speakeasy owned by Spats Colombo. Toothpick Charlie tips off the police that Spats, what was it? It was because it was Mozzarella's funeral home. That's what it was.
Mozzarella's funeral home.
Mozzarella's funeral home.
It's right next door to Chef Boyardee's Cheesecake Factory.
Exactly. Yeah. I can't come up with another one right now, so we'll just leave it at that.
The Olive Garden was across the street too.
Yeah, they're all there. It's Little Italy.
That's when I want true authentic Italian. We're going to Olive Garden.
Sabaro's across the street.
Sabaro's is there. Fazoli's.
Yep, they're all there.
All there.
Italian cuisine.
It's Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee.
Try the SpaghettiOs.
Were you going to get a better ravioli than from the chef?
Yeah, from the chef. It's like Steven Spielberg. It's the chef.
It's just the chef in his inner circles. So Toothpick Charlie, which again is another pretty cool mobster name.
It is pretty good name.
Because he always has a toothpick, just like Spats is always wearing Spats.
And that's Socks McGee. He's always got socks.
Right. It's Toothbrush Murphy over there.
Belt Buckle Larry.
Right, there he is. Clothes Johnson.
Clothes Johnson.
It's House and Mortgage Thompson.
He's got a mortgage.
It's what he's known for.
He's a responsible middle-aged man.
It's true. But Toothpick Charlie tips off the police that this funeral home isn't really a funeral home. It's apparently very soundproof.
Incredibly soundproof. Yeah. You got like 130 decibels going out of it. It's like a jet engine about to take off.
Yeah. You've just got one of those like Japanese folding room dividers. It's the wall. And so the police raid the joint. Of course, Jerry and Joe are playing, so they escape just the melee. And they're trying to get out of there. And so they head to basically the temp agency for, whatever. Could you get us some more work? Joe's flirting with the receptionist that they've kind of seems to have an on again, off again. That's mostly off.
Yeah.
And because it's Tony Curtis and he's a heartthrob and it is what it is. And so she understands how he plays. She's like, yeah, we actually got a role for you, So it goes and talks to like the booker, and he's looking for a saxophone and a bowl fiddle, female though. So, what are you doing? You tricking us, whatever. Well, then Jerry's like, we could probably do this. Like,
yeah, we could pull it off.
So, chaos ensues. Joe goes to borrow this lady's car. She loans it to him. He goes to get.
She doesn't exactly loan it.
No, she doesn't loan it to him.
Like Joe's like, well, what are you doing tonight? He basically gets it to the point where like she reveals that she doesn't need her car, and so
that's right.
So he's like, so you don't need your car, so we're gonna take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your car because I'm a man.
And apparently she just relents to it. Oh, you outsmarted me. You're gonna take my car and drive it from Chicago to Urbana and back.
Yeah, because that's what it was. It was we could get you a job in Champaign, Urbana tonight. So, yeah, because I started watching this yesterday morning and finished it this morning.
Like she didn't have to say yes.
No, she didn't. But
it's like, oh, you got me, Joe. Here's my keys.
I hate being outsmarted. So they go down to get her car. Needs fueled up. Well, Toothpick Charlie and his crew are over here playing cards, and as the garage man is gassing up the car, in comes Spats Columbo, who had figured out that Toothpick Charlie is the one that tipped off the police. So they mow him down machine gun style. And as Joe and Jerry are kind of trying to hide, but the man who's gassing up the car gets gunned down as well. The gas pump falls out of the car. They see the boys. And so now that we've got to get out of here. So that's really our intro to the story of, one, why are they fleeing Chicago? And two, why are they in disguise as women? Yeah,
they just witnessed several men getting murdered.
Yes, they did. So they disguise themselves as women, Josephine, and they kind of a fun conversation. We could be Josephine and Jacqueline because Geraldine. That's what it was.
Geraldine. Geraldine.
Josephine and Geraldine, based on the first name. So they're trying to get their gig together. They get some clothes. They head to the train so they can join Sweet Sue and her all-female band. They're going to Miami by train. Introduce themselves as Josephine and Daphne, which was fun. So we
completely took Joe by surprise.
Very much
expecting Jerry to say Geraldine, and then Jerry says Daphne.
So which is funny because we see as this movie rolls on that Jerry leans into being a female way more than Joe does.
Yeah.
And so with him already putting like, what do I want my girl name to be?
Yeah. like it really is imagining this persona.
Yeah. Like he's leaning into it. And it was fun to see Jack Lemmon just roll with it because we'll get to that later too.
Yes, exactly.
And so, we got a fun bit where they're on the train and we see that Sweet Sue is no nonsense.
Yeah.
There's no man on my train. There's drinking on my train. There, you're here to play music. You're going to stay single, the whole 9 yards.
These are the expectations.
And Mr. Beanstalk is kind of the
Beanstalk.
He's kind of the money man of the situation, and he's the manager, and so we meet the different girls, and they all look alike. Honestly, they all look the same, with the exception of Josephine, and Daphne. And they meet Sugar Kane. She's the singer of the band. She's very troubled past. She knows she's an idiot. She knows that she falls hopelessly in love with saxophone players, which of course Joe's like, oh, you do you? And so it's really telegraphing kind of how things are going to go, which is fine. Like it's fine because everybody does such a great job in their role that you just go along for the ride.
Yeah, this movie again. It's pretty predictable, but it still works because
it's a fun ride. Yeah,
because the pacing and the performances and the gags and exactly where it's gonna go.
Well, and it's not uncommon for movies of that that golden era to be that way.
Yeah,
it's a lot of it is it's in because they don't have the big action sequences. Although this movie did actually have with some of the mobster stuff.
Yeah,
have some pretty decent action sequences, but you're relying pretty much solely on dialogue, and so you do see a lot of banter and a lot of quick conversations, and it's fun, and you just don't see a lot of that in today's Hollywood, and that's fine too because art evolves. So these two, Joe and Jerry, quickly become obsessed with Sugar.
Yeah.
Understandably so, because it's Marilyn Monroe, and that's the reason she's cast. And so they're, trying to maintain their disguises while buddying up to her but also we got a lot of, innuendo back and forth, which is, it's fun because it's lighthearted, but it's also like, these guys are gross. Like, so Sugar, basically, this is where she plays or tells her side of the story. Kind of mentioned, she's confiding to Josephine that I'm done with saxophone players. All they've done is take advantage of me and, X, Y, and Z.
Break my heart.
That's all they do. They take all your toothpaste and, throw coleslaw on your face. It's like, I don't think it's saxophone players. I think it's just bad dudes. Like,
yeah.
And so, all they do is take advantage of me, and I want to find somebody who's gentle, with glasses, and a millionaire, and like
has a yacht.
The opposite of everything that I've dealt with so far. Well, get in line, sister. Like,
I'm looking for that guy too.
Yeah, no kidding. And so, Josephine and Daphne, it's a weird dynamic because Jerry and Joe are still best friends. Despite both of them clearly pining after Sugar. Yeah. It never gets in the way of their best friendship. Yeah. Which is odd because a lot of, you see I won't even call it a love triangle because the third side's not even truly connected, but
sure.
It's a weird dynamic because this is something that in any other movie you would split a friendship apart. Yeah. And these guys are staying loyal to each other.
I think you do get the impression that, like, because of their lifestyle, kind of gig to gig, band to band, they're used to just, quick, like, one night stands with women and short relationships. And as well as just like that's how their friendship works.
Right.
Like this is clearly not the first time they've both had the hots for the same woman.
Yeah. Right. Like Freda Felcher.
it's definitely Freda Felcher.
But honestly, like Dumb and Dumber could have been, it could have been a movie marriage for this one.
They're both after the same good looking woman.
Yeah. But it's still not going to be stronger than their friendship.
Yeah.
So it gets splintered and a little thorny at times, but
big gulps, eh? All right, we'll see ya.
It's such an underrated scene in that movie. So they work hard. I mean, we get just a bunch of scenes of of them. They're obsessed with Sugar. They're vying for her attention. They're still maintaining their disguise because again, they're on the run.
Yeah,
and they have infiltrated this all-female band. So we're even almost in even more trouble of like we really got to hold this down because
they got to keep their cover.
Yeah. So where am I at? Yeah. So
train, they get to Miami.
Yeah, we get a fun scene where like, Sugar hops in with Daphne because he's got some booze.
Yeah.
Or she thinks he has some booze. Turns out to a full-blown party where poor Jack Lemmon.
All in a bunk on a train.
Poor Jack Lemmon.
Poor Jack Lemmon. Yeah. Let's all feel bad for Jack Lemmon.
To lay there while like 17 beautiful women climb in on top of him. Poor Jack Lemmon.
Poor Jack Lemmon.
Yeah. So they get to Miami, and naturally everybody gets bunked up, and Daphne and Josephine are bunked together, and and it's beautiful. Like there's a beautiful resort, and they've got a gig, and it's set. They're set.
Yeah. Things seem to be going according to plan.
They all go swimming, and it's like, well, let's see how this goes. And it's a lot of those, dressed as the other gender situations of like, let's all go do this together. Well,
suspend your disbelief a bit.
Exactly. Yeah. So Joe has an idea. He steals Beanstalk's suitcase because he's got a tire, and so
he has male clothing.
After Joe gets the story from Sugar about dressing as, or not dressing, but what she's looking for, a bespectacled millionaire with a yacht, Joe rolls into a character and just makes it up on the spot as he's going. Sugar's running across the beach. He just sticks a foot out and just trips her. Face plants in the sand. And then he takes on the role of the show oil heir. He doesn't throw it at her, but he just really like gaslights her into asking questions that he can then respond to make himself look everything that she's looking for.
Yeah.
Well, he's acting like he's completely indifferent to her. Like, it's just another dame. But of course, it's all falling into his place. Meanwhile, Daphne, she gets the attention of Osgood Fielding.
Yep.
Third, like as soon as they get to the hotel, he is smitten with Daphne.
Yeah.
And of course, Daphne's a guy. And so,
yep.
Jerry is not interested in this at all. But Osgood is a billionaire who has everything that Joe needs.
Yes.
So we've got this, this parallel, but yet occasionally intersecting, love here between these two. So Osgood invites Daphne to dinner on the yacht after their performance. He shows up, or there's like a ship to shore call, and I want you on my boat. And of course, Daphne's like, I can't do that. Which of course, Joe's like, yeah, you can, because I need that boat.
Yeah, for my character.
Yeah, I need it. So you're going to stay on shore, and you're going to go on a date with Osgood, and I'm going to take Sugar out to the yacht and see what happens. And of course, Jerry's just like, what? Joe's not that crafty. Like, no. He outsmarts the receptionist by just asking her a question, and then she goes with it. But for some reason, he seems to have this like enchantment over people. They just do what he says.
Joe is very charming.
He is.
But it's Tony Curtis.
Yeah. And it's in the writing. But still, it's like, it's like, oh, hey, male friend of mine, you're going to go on a date with this guy that's hot for you because he thinks you're a woman. And I'm going to go take the girl we're both pining after out to the yacht to see what happens. And Jerry's like, don't know why I do things for you, but he
goes along with it. Which again gives the impression this isn't the first time they've done.
I know,
not necessarily in drag, but but it's not the first time Jerry had to kind of go out and do a huge favor for Joe.
Yeah, Jerry seems to be like, he is like the world's greatest wingman. Like, whatever you need, Joe. And it's like Joe, he just manipulates everybody in this movie, which is kind of gross. Anyway, it works out for Daphne because Osgood and Daphne head to like this Cuban bar down the way, and they just dance the tango.
They hit it off, and even Daphne is having a genuinely great time.
Begrudgingly at first, but then realizes this is like, he's treating me great. This is amazing. Really I have a millionaire.
Some really fun sequences and fun shots. I love like they're tangoing and like they're dancing. Like you cut to them and they're dancing away from the camera, and then they do the quick turn back towards.
Yes,
and Daphne has like the rose in her mouth, and
it's like just loving it. Yeah. Meanwhile, on the boat, Joe and Sugar, or Junior and Sugar, are he's playing this disgusting game of women do nothing for me.
Yeah.
Nothing. I've loved and lost. That was kind of a fun story of, we both took our glasses off to walk towards each other, and several hours later they had to drag her up by mule.
That was funny. Yeah. She fell off the Grand Canyon. Dude.
Yeah. So since then I've never been able to love. And of course, Sugar's leaning right into this. Well, can I try? So they end up like spending the entire night together, just making out.
Yeah.
Just not because Joe wanted to, which of course Joe wanted to, but just so Sugar could see, can I bring some electricity back to your life? Can I get your heart going again?
Yeah.
I suppose if you'd like to try.
They never explicitly say it in the Wikipedia write-up. The plot summary, it says that the Junior character is impotent. They don't explicitly say that.
They don't explicitly say it. No, but
it's all kind of coded language. You know,
very much so. Yeah, if not impotent, one could even take the angle of Junior's gay. Like, women do nothing for me. Sorry, I've tried. And they kiss, and anything? No. Like, sorry, it's not you. It's me. Yeah,
which, of course, just challenges her more.
Yes, and that's exactly what he's wanting, and it works because that's Joe.
Yeah.
So he's making up all of this trauma on the spot. And that if anybody could get me going and make me feel anything, I'd marry them immediately.
On the spot. Yeah.
On the spot. Because again, I am a millionaire. He's everything that Sugar explained that she wanted. And anything. So they spend the night together and there's some success. Like that she is head over heels. I fixed him, basically.
It cuts to all of the stereotypes. There's a rocket launching. There's a train going into a tunnel.
Going into the tunnel.
There's a hot dog being laid in a bun.
It's basically like a Trojan commercial.
Yeah.
It's all there.
It's all there.
Yeah, banana being peeled. So so Joe comes back to the room again, excited because I've been with Sugar. I got everything I wanted. Everything's going magically. Daphne's lying in bed with maracas. Still just on cloud 9 from the night before.
Just had a great time with Osgood.
And she's like, I'm engaged. And Joe's like, who's the lucky girl? I am. It's me. To which Joe is like, you can't marry him. You're a guy. Why would a guy like a guy? She's like, because it's 1950s.
It's 1959.
And credit to Billy Wilder to be like, push through it. Like they were really pushing. What was the code of that time? There was like this Hollywood code where there's certain certain topics you cannot talk about and you cannot even apply. And they basically was like, watch me. And so it's not the Morse code. That was different.
It's not the Da Vinci Code.
No, it's not that one either. And so, and Daphne's like, why not? Let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
I'm getting married. And it even jokes that like, and when he finds out I'm a guy, we'll get divorced and I'll have the settlement. Like it'll all be okay. Because again,
either way, it's going to work.
Yeah. They're shysters either way. So Josephine does convince Daphne, you can't go through with it. You can't marry him.
Yeah.
We just can't. Which then again flip-flops a lot because, we need Osgood around though, because I need Osgood's bit. I need his yacht and I need his properties. And so that storyline, I won't say it's hit a stalemate, but then we get Spats coming to, ironically, the exact same resort that they're at.
Yeah, we get your stereotypical foreboding music as we see his Spats shoes walking.
This
in the frame.
This is second week in the row where shoes are important. So there's a conference being held at the hotel, the Friends of Italian Opera Society. Again, just a big mafia meeting, which this has been seemingly weeks later. And Spats guys have been combing Chicago looking for Jerry and Joe. Can't find them. Yet still, that's all they talk about is Jerry and Joe. Our Agent Mulligan is already there. Apparently, he also got an invite to the Friends of Italian Opera Society meeting. And he confronts Spats. And he's like, basically here for the reason you're here.
Yep.
And so what's going on? I know you murdered Toothpick. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, again, the conversation comes back to when we find those two guys, because again, this is why they're in Florida to begin with. We meet little Bonaparte, who is basically like the baby in like Animaniacs. Just little angry child.
Just yelling all the time.
Yeah. So he was close to Toothpick. So he's anti-Spats. And let's not kid ourselves. Spats and crew look like they have no interest in being there. No. They have a conversation of how they're going to take out Bonaparte. We find out Bonaparte's got a plan on how to take out Spats.
Yep.
It's just a reason to tie up the storyline, really. And to put a little bit of urgency back on the guys. Because, again, they're living as women and doing very well.
Yeah.
So they recognize Josephine and Daphne as the guys they're looking for almost immediately.
Yeah.
So they decide they need to cut and run, which means Daphne's got to break it off with Osgood, and Junior's got to break it off with Sugar. And so we get a little bit more back and forth of orchids and bracelets and and breaking Sugar's heart because Junior calls and is basically calls from across the hall.
Yeah. As Junior, in character as Junior.
Right. And basically, we're making a deal. Dad called me. we're making a merger with a Venezuelan oil company, and I have to go down and marry his daughter.
Yeah, he's been betrothed to a Venezuelan.
Yeah. I say she's so-so. And Sugar's like, well, thanks for the input. I'll go buy Venezuelan oil, knowing it's going to go up.
But trying to let her down with some dignity.
He really is trying to. You could tell that he does care, because you get the vibe that Joe probably was like the saxophone players that Sugar was describing earlier, just the cut and run.
Yeah,
he is trying to let her down.
Yeah, he didn't, because he didn't have to call. He could have just left.
He could have just left. So they try to leave in male disguises as like a bellhop and push a guy in a wheelchair. Jerry forgets to take off his high heels, which, to his credit, he moves very well on high heels.
Well, and again, like we talked about before, really, really kind of enjoyed being Daphne.
Kind of leading into this quite a bit.
And probably was just so enjoying it that being Daphne that just forgot to take off the shoes.
Yeah. And they end up in this celebration room, the meeting room for the Italian opera thing.
Yeah.
As all the mobsters come in, they have to hide under a table, because again, they're running from Spat's men. Yeah. They end up being right underneath Spat's feet.
Yeah, like literally under a table that they're
hiding under the table, looking at Spat's. They want to celebrate Spat's birthday 4 months early. They roll on a giant cake, sing for "He's a Jolly Good Fellow." Guy pops out of the cake and machine guns them all down.
Yeah.
Spat and his crew. So they're done. Jerry and Joe, instead of just waiting it out under the table, decide to flee while everyone's watching. So now the entire
next to the guy holding the Tommy gun.
Exactly, yeah. So now the entire Italian opera society is after Joe and Jerry. Situation went from bad to worse, really. Jerry tells we'll just go to women because it's easier.
Sure.
Josephine tells Daphne, you're going to call Osgood. You guys are going to elope. Have him meet you down at the pier. Let's get out of here. That's our out.
Yeah. Get on Osgood's yacht and get out of here.
So as Daphne's on the phone with Osgood, the ladies are playing, minus a saxophone and a bowl fiddle, obviously. So Josephine comes down and he hears Sugar singing about never loving again. Never going to do that again. And just walks up, plants a big kiss on her as Josephine.
As Josephine, yeah.
Sugar realizes then that, Josephine is Junior. So she runs out of the show. Daphne and Josephine head to the pier because Osgood's waiting for them because they're going to elope. Sugar leaves the stage. So now apparently you've got the band without a singer. She grabs a bike and rides a bike down to the pier to catch up because she wants to be with Joe.
Yeah.
And so they all get on this little speedboat, and Joe and Sugar, you have a moment where he's like, you can't be with me. Go back, stay with the millionaires. You can't be with me.
Apologizes.
Yeah.
Drops his guard completely.
Right. I'm not who everything I said I am. And she's just like, I don't care. I love saxophone players. So hopefully he's the right one. Cut to the front where Daphne is trying desperately to convince Osgood, I can't marry you. Well, I told Mama she's happy. She wants you to wear her dress. We're not the same shape. Well, we'll have it altered. Nope, can't do it. I'm not a natural blonde. I don't care.
Yeah.
I can't have kids. We'll adopt them. And finally, he just
has a retort for everything. Yeah. And then
whips off the wig. I'm a man. And he's just Osgood. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah. Roll credits.
Roll credits.
Great ending.
And everybody's happy together. Jerry will have to figure it out. But but of the four of them, they're all content with where they're at.
Yeah.
And
they're safe too.
Yeah, and they're safe. Yeah, again, the mobsters are not chasing them down any longer. And that's Some Like It Hot. Thank you, Aaron, for that contribution.
Yeah, thank you very much, Patreon subscriber Aaron A. We hope that we did this film justice.
It's been a long time since I have seen it before, but it's been a long time.
Same for me. It's probably been at least 10 years, if not more. So
longer than that for me.
Yeah, and it was fun to revisit this movie, and even better than I remembered it.
Yeah, it was good. I really, really liked it.
Yeah. So at this point in the show, folks, Oz and I give our own unique rating to the film we've been yapping about, 1959's Some Like It Hot. Oz, how would you rate this flick?
Well, sticking with the movie theme, I'm going to give this 98 degrees.
98 degrees. I love it.
That's hot.
It is. That is hot. That is
some like it hot.
That's body temperature.
Right. What are you giving it?
I'm going to go with 93 cold pheasant legs.
Okay.
Because that's the meal that was being served on Osgood's yacht.
Yes, it was.
Yes, the cold pheasant legs. I don't know what makes them better when they're cold.
I don't know.
I've never had pheasant leg.
I've never had pheasant anything.
That's also true. Folks, every week Oz and I we do our own unique rating. I just went into the same
we
bit.
did.
Yeah.
We can do it again.
Every week we scour the interwebs, searching for unprofessional reviews that tickle our funny bones, and we hope they tickle yours as well in this week's edition of Outside Insight. Oz, my friend, what is your outside insight?
My outside insight comes from Letterboxd. It was left November 1st of last year. And you need to keep that in mind because we have had and I use the term because it's been a term that's out there. We use wokeness and to describe things that we want to describe. I don't know if there's an actual definition.
I think that's a word that people put their own meaning to.
I believe so. Yeah. I agree that it's like, if I think it's woke, I'm going to call it woke.
Yeah.
This is a 5-star review from Tarsakos. Mm-hmm. How this is still viewed as funny is beyond me. All of the quote-unquote humor this movie has to offer relies entirely on the absurdity of the situation rather than jokes, which would be fine if the absurd situation in question wasn't just two men hiding from the mob by pretending to be women, manipulating their way into a band of women who mostly don't want to be around men, then using that false trust to win one of them over for when he inevitably admits that he's been a man all along. If you remove all the parts where men are disrespecting women's boundaries, you have practically no comedy left other than the final joke, which was just a bisexual man having the audacity to exist. 5-star.
It's like from the movie Stripes. Lighten up, Francis.
Yeah. It's like Tarsakos is woke. And again, yes, there are issues with the film, but it's not a documentary.
Yeah.
This isn't a Netflix special on like the Duggar family. This is This was a 1959 screwball comedy.
Yeah, look at it in context.
Relax. Yeah. I agree. Relax, Francis. So that's my. I was looking for bad ones because this is a just well-renowned film, and I was like, I'm going to see somebody who hates this film. It's like, like it's okay.
Just take a breath.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, turn something else on.
It's okay. So, What do you got?
I got two I'm going to share with you. Both 1 out of 10s, both, as always, from the Internet Movie Database. Mm-hmm. The first one is from Jacob John Taylor 1, left in March.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt?
Exactly. It's from the same family tree.
Yeah.
Left in March of 2018 with the subject line, "Some like it boring." Some like
IMDb.
it boring, but not me. This is a very boring movie with a very boring storyline. It is not funny at all. I do not know people like it. How boring does a comedy have to be before people do not like it? I think this is somebody practicing like how to write at like a 2nd grade level.
I think so, yeah. I'm going to bring the Lexile down for this one.
Hi, my name is Jacob John Tyler. This is my review. Signed, Jacob John Tyler.
Yeah. First, here's how I think. Second, here's how I think too.
Fourth, this is how I think.
Finally, in conclusion.
Yeah. So that's my first one. It's just I found the cadence of that one to be funny.
I found that review quite boring.
Yeah. Second one has a similar feel to the one you just shared. Also 1 out of 10, left by Sam Pam Bam in November of 2020.
He's the lead singer of Ram Jam, I think.
I think so. And loved watching Bam Bam Bigelow.
I did, yeah.
With the subject line, "freaking waste," with an exclamation point. Everything about this movie is pretentious and over the top. The only reason, this flop is held in such high esteem is because the two main characters are in drag. And that, my friends, is of course going to make this such an epic and grand comedy, when in truth, it's sheer stupidity on display. Tony and Jack should have been ashamed. Ashamed! And the fat blonde, apparently she is the acting chops of a lemur, and they are on display throughout this lame dog. You know why the Hollywood left hates John Wayne? He would never put on a wig and dress for a role. Yep.
Pretty sure he did put on a wig and dress for a role at one point.
It all comes back to John Wayne.
Yeah.
You know, like when John Wayne pretended to be a Mongol.
Yeah, that's what I was getting
pretended
at.
to be Genghis Khan.
I'm pretty sure he wore a wig for that one.
Uh-huh.
I don't think he had a 10-gallon hat on as Genghis Khan.
So if John Wayne is our bar for leverage, there is our measurement.
Yeah.
Anything less masculine than John Wayne,
exactly,
apparently is liberal.
Where does this hit on the Wayne-o-meter?
If it's less masculine than John Wayne, I ain't watching it.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
He'd never put out a wig.
No.
His first
not Marion Morrison.
I was just saying his real first name was Marion.
Yeah, not him.
Nope.
Oh boy.
Thanks, Sam Pam Bam.
Yeah.
Freaking waste.
Oh.
All right, folks, it's that point in the show you've all been waiting for, the Let's Talk About Flicks signature segment, the 3, 2, 1, in which Oz and I each share 3 goods, 2 bads, and 1 about this week's movie. Some like it hot. Oz, what are your 3 goods?
I'd mentioned it before, but I really like the script to this movie. Yeah. It's got just dimensions and depth, and the dialogue. I just top to bottom. Yeah. I'm sure that I could find the script online, but I think it'd be a fun read because I think, especially back in this era of filmmaking, everything's on the page. I don't think there was as much improvising as there is today. So just for this to all been written down, it's a good well-written script.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Second, titular line.
Yeah.
Sitting on the beach, and he asks what she does. And she says, "Oh, we play in a band, da-da-da-da-da." And he goes, "Oh, some like it hot." Mm-hmm. And she goes, "We're spicy." And he goes, "Some like it hot." And I was like, nice.
There it
titular
is.
line. And 2 and 3, just the energy of this film. I'm not going to go as far to say the pacing of it. The pacing's great too, but just the energy of this film. Like every scene just hits. And if it's supposed to be high energy, it's high energy everywhere. So credit to Billy Wilder and team, and of course, the performers as well. But they really nailed it to bring a high energy vibe for a 2-hour movie. So those are my 3 goods. What do you got?
Excellent goods, by the way. I love them. My first good is just quite simply Jack Lemmon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody gave a great performance in this. Although, I mean, we'll see if Marilyn Monroe comes up in a minute or not or here. But Jack Lemmon was so good in this movie. Yes. Whether it was as Jerry or as Daphne or somewhere halfway in between,
right?
Jack Lemmon absolutely stole this movie, and that's not discrediting any of the other
Oh
performances.
no, not at all. Well, and we've talked before. I mean, I've said it dozens of times of, when you've got level talent across the board, nobody stands out. And this is everybody's performing at a high level.
Yeah.
And then there's Jack. Like, I agree.
Yeah. So kudos to Jack Lemmon.
Mm-hmm.
Just absolutely world-class performance in this movie. My second one is quite simply just a little sight gag in the movie. Okay. They just got to Miami and we just met Osgood, and he follows Daphne into the elevator. And it as opposed to cutting away, the camera just pans up. It's one of those old school elevators where like it has the arrow to denote what floor you're on, and the arrow and Osgood clearly already has the hots for Daphne. Yes. And he gets in the elevator to hit on her, and the doors close and the elevator arrow starts to go up, and then you hear a slap, and then the arrow goes back down to where the doors open and Daphne is just slapped Osgood, but the sight gag of that arrow in the context of what's happening, it's, like you said before, this is 1959, and there were certain codes, there were certain things you could not explicitly do in film or TV, but to show the arrow, again, you can kind of see where I'm going here, the arrow elevating as the man is hitting on the woman, only to have the arrow immediately go back down when he's rejected.
Yes.
Kind of, they got away with something there.
Yeah. And it's great because obviously today you just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But it is fun to see, like, when you put a boundary in place, how are we going to push beyond to get the result? And I miss that.
And do so cleverly.
Yeah. How can I cleverly challenge the authority to get away with what I want to get away with? I think,
but still be fun and silly at the same time, and I think, get a laugh out of it.
Exactly. I think I'd say today the closest you get is probably the South Park guys.
Yeah.
Of pushing the boundary to the point where I'm going to get my point across, but I'll still play by your rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I agree. That was very crafty. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, so that's my second good, is just that scene and how they skirted around some things there. And then my last one is just some of the fun bits. One in particular, just water polo isn't that dangerous. Yeah, I had 2 ponies drown under me. What a great line.
Yeah. And she just moves on as if that's normal because she doesn't know about water polo.
Yeah. I had 2 ponies drowned under me. that gag. There's another one where they're practicing on the train, and they're in character as Daphne and Josephine and Jerry. They're both watching Sugar perform, and Jerry / Daphne is spinning the bass and is so fixated on Sugar, he starts the bass doesn't spin all the way around. He starts playing the back of the bass before realizing, I'm not actually
finger movements for quite a while with no strings.
Yeah, because he was so just taken by Sugar, and I just thought, again, just some of the bits, but the ponies joke in particular, I just really appreciated that.
Yeah, I laughed at those too. I thought those were fun.
So those are my 3 goods, Oz. What are your 2 bads?
For a movie this great, it was tough, but I'm gonna go. My first one is Daphne and Osgood's laughs.
Okay.
They just like, I mean, they were just kind of obnoxious, and it's fine. Like I said, I'm being very nitpicky. And 2, just gaslighting people.
Yeah.
It worked out in the end, thankfully. I think Joe, I won't say he warmed up to having a relationship, but he was obviously putting on a full court press, and and it worked in his favor. And he even tried to get out of it by doing what's best for her, and she wanted to be with him. So, but still, just the whole time of like the manipulation. But that's what these guys do. They do, and I don't think they do it out of malice. I think they do it out of survival, and that, I guess, is a little different. It's the whole, would you steal a loaf of bread to feed your starving family kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're bad guys, but they definitely are comfortable, pulling the rug over somebody to get what they want.
Yeah.
So those are my 2 bads. What do you got?
My first bad is I'll give a backup bad. I was literally just deciding which one I wanted to use here. The one that I'm not going to officially claim as a bad, and we kind of joked about this earlier, was the actor who played Little Bonaparte was so over the top.
A little bit.
I actually put it in my notes, a very Razor Ramon.
Yes. Yeah. It fit his character for just the couple of minutes of screen time. It was still a well-written character, but he was
there's chewing scenery, and then there's just eating the whole thing. And
that's why the cake was so big, I think.
Swallowed it whole, unhinged his jaw.
It was like Kirby from Kirby's Dream Land.
There you go. I was actually just playing the original Kirby game the other day. So my first real bad is just when the band when the train pulls into Miami, there's just like a bunch of gross old men who are just sitting there like licking their chops, like just waiting for these attractive young women to get off the train.
Yeah,
and it just men are gross.
It's gross. Yeah,
men are gross, and that was really gross. And it was played for laughs. But like it also just demonstrates, men are really gross, and that was the joke, was to just demonstrate how gross the men are.
Yep.
And the other one, and not to get too dark here, and you could this is borderline bad or since Joe didn't really reveal who he was to Sugar when they were on the yacht, is that classified as like rape?
Yeah.
Like he didn't exactly, like he didn't get consent from Sugar to have sex with Joe.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of comes in with the gaslighting.
And that goes into your gaslighting theme there as well. I guess I'm just citing a specific example of it, and probably the worst example in this movie.
Yeah, he played she played right into his trap.
Yeah.
And he allowed it to happen. And
because it's Hollywood, it all worked out in the end. But
it's like he created an entirely fictional persona to land this girl. And she was all in because she had told him everything she wanted, and he then gave her everything she wanted.
Yeah.
And he just did it to manipulate and get what he wanted.
Yeah. So it's like she consented to Junior, but not to Joe.
Yeah. I agree with you. That's
kind of reminded me a little bit of it's now infamous scene in Revenge of the Nerds.
Yes.
Where the Robert Carradine character.
Yeah.
Or is it Keith Carradine? I forget.
It was Robert.
It was Robert. Yeah, I get the Carradine mixed up. Is pretending to be her boyfriend wearing the mask, and
Lewis pretending to be Stan.
Yeah.
Dresses as Darth Vader.
Yeah.
She thinks it's him, and they make love on a waterbed, only for him to pull off the Darth Vader hood, and she realizes, first of all, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. And then it was, oh, you're magical. So again, Hollywood made it work out, but
I had sex with a nerd.
Yeah. But still, he raped her.
Yeah, that's technically rape. So that's my second band for this jaunty movie.
To stay lighthearted.
Keep things light and airy for something like it hot. Yeah, technically raped her.
Yeah.
So Oz, what's your
had Adam's apples not been discovered by 1959?
That was one of my possible that was a possibility I had as well. It's scientifically they weren't discovered until the mid 60s.
That's true. Yeah. So it was this movie that brought it to the forefront of research.
Yeah, it was.
How can we tell if a man is in drag?
This movie was originally a documentary.
Yeah, it was, which is why one of your outside insights was so bitter about it.
Yeah, it was.
Or no, I guess it was mine. My outside insight.
Yeah, yours was so bitter about it. Yeah.
But yeah, Adam's apples must not have been discovered yet. Because these two had them. Yeah, they had them, and there it is. So that's my. I had a backup as well as Sweet Sue and Beanstalk. Are they deaf? Because that train party was loud.
Yeah.
And
they were actually at a different train.
Yeah. Entirely different train. So, but that's my official is have Adam's apples been discovered yet?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'm gonna throw a quick backup here. Beanstalk, like Joe took Beanstalk's suitcase, and I mean, I guess Beanstalk maybe never ran into Junior, but like he never once was like, "Aren't those my clothes that guy's wearing?"
Yeah, you never saw him really until you saw him on the train, and then he was looking for a suitcase, and then you never saw Beanstalk again until the end.
Yeah.
So what did he wear? The entire time.
Yeah. So that's I considered that one. Again, the Adam's apple was what I also highly considered. But my real for this one, going back to something that's mostly lighthearted, can get dark if you really think about it too hard. So you mentioned earlier during the Act 3 sequence when Joe and Jerry dress up as the bellhop and the old man in the wheelchair to try to get out. So they're back dressed as men, even though they're like in costume as men.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. I think I see where you're going here, and I didn't think about it at the time.
So did Joe and Jerry beat up the bellhop and the old man in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Because it's one of those bits where like you see the bellhop and the old man in the wheelchair go into a room, and then Joe and Jerry kind of look at each other and give the old like,
Yeah.
And then they follow them in, and the next thing you know, they're dressed as them.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a tied up, gagged and bound bellhop, an old man, lame old man somewhere in this hotel.
Yeah. As you were going, I'm like, I didn't think of that. Yeah. They just dumped the old man out on the floor.
And they had to knock him out. Otherwise they would have been making too much noise.
Yeah. Cause you had to undress them both.
Yeah. So they beat up that little bellhop and the old man.
And left their dresses.
Yeah.
Which means, well, no, they didn't leave their dresses because they magically ran up the stairs and then moments later came out of the elevator completely dressed as women again.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a good, huh?
They beat up an old man.
They did.
A disabled old man at that.
Great guys, these two. Joe and Jerry are great guys.
Gaslighting women, beating up old men. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 1959. Some like it hot. Aaron A, Patreon subscriber Aaron A. Again, we hope that you enjoy this episode. Thank you for bringing us this movie. It really, despite some of its flaws, because it was made in that era, really is a classic movie.
It is. It's a great film. I'm curious to see Aaron's response to the way we've covered some of these things. So we're not poking holes because the holes are there. We're just recognizing the holes.
Yeah, it's just pointing out what's
just
obvious.
Like Spats did on the bull fiddle when like, oh, it is these two because I remember those 4 bullet holes in the fiddle.
Yeah, so that's Some Like It Hot.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have our first guest next week.
Excellent.
Yeah,
we should have guests the next 2 weeks.
Yes, I believe. Yeah, we should. You are right. So we're wrapping up the March portion of Patreon subscriber month. We still have 2 weeks left at the first 2 weeks of April. So next week's episode will be that April 1st, or not April 1st, but the first episode in April. And we have Don S joining us.
Yes. And
what is Don S's pick?
Don S's pick for 2026 Patreon subscribers month goes back to, I believe, 1999.
99.
Top of my head. The Kevin Pollak vehicle. Yes, Kevin Pollak, Deterrence.
Yeah.
Very much almost like a stage play come to film.
Yeah, you said you'd seen it. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I watched it already. This was a first time view for me. I watched it a week or so ago. It wasn't what I expected in a good way. Okay,
that's good. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Because let's not kid ourselves. Despite being film fans, there are way more films we've not heard of or seen than there are ones that we have seen.
Yeah.
And this falls into that of I like it. Don has done a great job over the years of bringing a film to us that we've never even heard of before, and sharing it. And that's what Don does, because Don's on the other side of that coin. He's probably heard of and seen more movies than not. And he's going to deny that. But that's Don.
Yeah.
I think Don is planning on joining us next week when we cover Deterrence. A movie I am looking forward to watching.
You'll like it. You'll like it.
I'm excited for that. Social media wise, Facebook, Instagram. I did go. I was having some issues with YouTube. I threw up a short.
You threw up?
I did.
Take care of that.
I don't know if that's how YouTube works, but I vomited all over my keyboard trying to get. But I went back to all the previous episodes that we had, because like the last time I put any shorts up was February 8th for Point Break. So I went and pulled shorts from all the episodes since. It ended up being like 12 or 13 of them. Uploaded them to YouTube, and it did everything YouTube does. None of them, zero. And I've done this. I'm not joking. I've done this 3 times in 3 different ways. Uploaded the shorts, and it gets to a point where I can go in and retitle and describe, and but it won't let me post. It just spins the wheel. I've tried it on different browsers. I've tried doing all 13. I've tried doing one at a time. I don't understand it. Jojo Rabbit worked.
Frustrating. Yeah.
Jojo Rabbit worked. I did one for Jojo Rabbit, and it worked. And I tried one for what was the movie? I did like 2 or 3 for Excalibur. Nope. Sorry. Soul Food. Nope. Princess Bride. Jason's Lyric. Sorry, I Married an Axe Murderer. Nope. Not gonna let you. So I'm going to be more diligent about getting shorts done while I'm editing so that I can get them all up at once. To get those viewers, all those viewers back.
Yeah. So, we've missed so many.
Yeah. It's so gross. If we wanted to go big with the show, I think we need to pivot, because in the last
more Lethal Ladies content.
Yes, because in the last, remember, this is July 31st of 2024 that went live.
Yep.
In the last 28 days, Lethal Ladies has gotten 290 views.
All from the same person.
And they only stick around. The thing is, 290 views, average view duration, 15 seconds. So I think they start the show and they realize,
oh, it's not Lethal Ladies.
They're not actually showing Lethal
Ladies. That's not Buff Bagwell.
Right. But like Kill Bill's still pulling in. Like our top episodes are Lethal Ladies, Kill Bill, and Story of Ricky. And even in the last month, though, those three have gotten, like, Excalibur got 25 views. Story of Ricky got 37. And we posted that 3 years ago.
Yeah. Like, people want that Story of Ricky content.
Love that Ricky content. Love the Ricky content.
We need more content where a guy ties his tendons together with his teeth.
Yeah, we do. So Kill Bill is sitting at about 1,400 views.
Nice.
I really thought, wow, that's amazing. I did think Lethal Ladies is like 200 behind it. Lethal Ladies will, I believe, soon become our top.
That's what we're going to be known for.
Top viewed episode.
Yep.
So yeah, if we wanted to, we could. If we wanted to really boost the viewer count.
Yes. We know where the audience is.
If we wanted to.
if we wanted to go in that direction.
But instead, we're going to do, movies about barns and
you're giving away the
nobody knows when we're going to do this.
That's true. Yeah. We will have at some point this year, we will have a themed month. Featuring movies with barns.
Yeah. And at some point in the future, we will do an entire month of healthcare movies.
Yep.
Jake the Snake Month.
Yeah. Yeah. Just looking at some of the other stuff we have.
Yeah.
Healthcare. God, further down the list, like the further down we scroll our future list, the stupider it gets.
Yeah, I love suggestive title month. Line 133.
133. I'm going back to it. Yes.
Especially that first one, because it's a legit movie.
Yeah. Hey, stop stabbing me.
I think I want to watch that.
Yeah, I do too. That sounds like fun.
It's 2003. It's an American comedy horror film. 5.4 on IMDb.
Nice.
But hey, stop stabbing me.
Stop stabbing me. I added a new future category down in line, the very last one, 224. It's not as silly, but I think we can still
like
have some
that.
fun
Yeah.
with.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I like that.
All right, shall we wrap it, my friend?
We should wrap it. We'll see you guys next week when we talk about deterrence, hopefully with Don S. Hopefully you can make it on the show. And so for another episode, let's talk about Flex. I'm Oz.
I'm Curtis.
And we'll see you guys next week.